Hi, my name's Erin McRogan, and I'm here interviewing my mom
Hi, I'm Sharon McRogan.
on her thoughts on social media and what she uses to keep up to date with news or her friends, and some of her thoughts on social media are. So, my first question is what social media accounts do you currently have and use?
I have a Facebook account which I use regularly, and I signed up for Twitter, but I've never used it.
And how often would you say you post it on Facebook? Is it every day, every week, every month, or not really at all?
I post at least weekly, but I go and check the stream of information at least 2 times a day.
And when do you check that? In your spare time?
I check it first thing in the morning when I get up, unless I'm going to work. I check it at lunchtime, and I check it in the evening when I'm free.
And what types of posts do you usually share? Pictures, statuses, articles, any of that?
I mostly post or I check in places where I'm traveling. If I'm traveling, I post birthday messages to family and friends, and I post sporting events, and generally just places I'm going to. Like if I'm in New York City going to a Broadway show, I'll post that. If I'm at a soccer game and it's an interesting one, I'll post that.
And do you get your news sources from Facebook, or do you typically use television, go on Twitter?
It's mostly just neighborhood news that I get from Facebook. I don't get real news from Facebook. I get that from TV or the radio. Facebook is generally just personal, friendly messages of what's going on in people I know's lives.
And how do you protect your privacy? Is your account private? Do you accept requests from people you don't know?
I generally don't accept requests from people I don't know, and hopefully my children have set it up so that it is all private and I'm only sharing amongst friends. So far, I think that's been the case, but it does worry me at times.
What would be an example of a bad post to post on social media, like inappropriate?
I would stay away from, of course, religion and political views. There's no reason to go on there and create enemies. It's a friendly site for me to share the positive things that are going on in my life and to look at other people's accomplishments or proud moments of their life.
And what do you think the future of social media would be if you were to predict it?
Well, I hope it changes a little bit because people are now addicted to it, and all you see is people glued to their screen, constantly looking down and not interacting with each other like we used to do before we all had cell phones. So I really don't know what's going to happen, but I know that people want more and more, so it's definitely not something that's going to go away.
Mm-hmm. If anything, it'd probably grow. And how do you keep up to date with new media? So how do you keep up to date with Instagram, Facebook? How do you stay in touch with all of that?
I really don't because I use the social media that my peer group uses. So it's just easy once you're used to it. It's hard to change, and it's just cumbersome process because you're so busy to think of changing and updating to something new. It we don't need something else to go on because we're already on Facebook, so and it works fine for our needs.
And you'd say that your generation and people who are your age mainly are on Facebook instead of any other social media site like Instagram or Twitter?
As far as I know, I don't know too many people with those other accounts. But Facebook, everyone is on from 80 to 10.
That's very true. Okay, thank you for letting me interview you.
It was my pleasure.